Hey guys, my name is Shen. I'm an 18 years old Chinese girl. Also, I have been homeschooled for the past 4 years. In this video, I'm going to share with you my multiple education experience and also the pros and cons of homeschool, public school, international school, and self-study. So let's start it. Hi guys, Jason here. Welcome to the channel. I'm going to start off with introduce to you my education experience. I didn't start up homeschool like straight away. I started my primary at the county called Yanzhou in north part of China, which is my hometown. I went a very short of time, which I started my grade 1 to grade 3 in the public school in my hometown. At the start of grade 3, my parents decided to sell all of belongings and bought a second-hand sailboat and take me to sailing. So after grade 3, I had spent 2 years on the boat, which my mom takes the textbook and to teach me the basic mathematics and reading on the boat. I've been schooled in Australia for around 3 years, which is from year 5 to year 7. And then we left Australia, which I stopped my international study and started homeschooling. So this video after the introduction will separate into 5 or 6 parts. So there will be a little in the corners at the start, which is public school in China, homeschool on a sailboat, international school and public school in Australia, and then homeschool and independent study, and then at the back will be a summary of myself. Like I just want to explain in the back in the summary how those kind of like different education have shaped me, what's the pro and cons of experiencing so many kind of education, and what kind of education I think is best for me. So let's start it right straight away. So public school in China, 2009 to 2012. I have been starting my primary school in China. The study schedule was something like this. So most of public primary school start at around 7:30 or 7:40 when you have to arrive to the school, and the class will begin at 7:50 or 8. We will have the school time of 7:30 to 11:30, and at 11:30 the parent will pick you to home to have your lunch and have a little rest, and you will come back to school at 1:30 to 5:30, and then you will end the school at 5:30 and you can leave to your home and do your homework and everything. So I will share like 1 or 2 of the unique things that we have only in China, like that I think that they are only having in Chinese public school. So first pretty interesting thing that we have 早操. So if I didn't get mistake that we have it every morning, we come back to school and we just do the exercise together with our classmates. So every of the students should come down the stairs and to do some like morning warm up with their like classmate and everything. And then we also have the 眼镜保健操, which is a kind of movement that you just need to use while you're protecting your eyes. It will take like 5 to 10 minutes. So we'll just like moving like this and this, something like this, just to like get your eyes more healthier. And then another pretty unique thing is that I don't know if there is happening in other countries, but I have been to public school and international school in Australia. So in China, we start to have our homework start at grade 1. So we have our like something like kind of like homework for every day, like math homework and like Chinese homework that we need to do. Like for the start at grade 1, which is like writing letters, and then at grade 2, like writing words. Also, one question that I got asked a lot is that do you learn much more faster in China than other countries? I mean, yes, I will have to say yes, because I go to Australia that I found out that what I have learned in grade 3 are what they are learning in year 5. So basically, I think I still remember in grade 3 we already have the 3位数加减法以及2位数乘除法, so which is like the 200 and something plus 400 something. Also the multiplication and division of two digital numbers. So I know it's pretty, like, I know maybe this is pretty strange to like people and it's pretty strange why I come to Australia and everybody was learning that at like, you know, year 5 or year 6. So yeah. Well, I have to say, compared to public school in China, sailing, it just has so much fun. Like, imagine like on a sailboat. Like, I started sailing at the age of 8, which is 2012, and I finally started my first time of homeschool for a 2-year time. So basically, on a sailboat, my mom will have bring like a lot of textbooks, math textbook, including from grade 3 to year 6. And so yeah, and during this time, so my mom teaches me mathematics, but unfortunately we have lost some of the textbook of this. So I don't know what happened, that yet we just can't find it. Yeah, it's not me. It's not me. I'm pretty sure about that. And then, so what she do is she just teaches me by what she memorized when she was a primary kid. So, but she got messed up sometimes, so she teaches me some of the like very extensive athletic that usually year 6 or year 7 will learn, like some like fractions or something. So I learned like fractions or something. So I learned some of the mathematics like much more earlier than other kids. And then after a year of homeschool, we have gone back to the school that I usually was in my hometown, and I was told to do a year 4 test. And I got a very good score because I got my math 90 something out of 100, and I got my Chinese, which is like grammar or something, is 80 something out of 100, and my English is very bad, is 60 something, 67 or 76 out of 100. So like both of them were just pretty good. And then so my mom was just like were proud and saying like, oh my god, yes, I can do homeschool. So we homeschooled on a sailboat for another 1 year. For when you're on a sailboat, it's just so good because for you, the learning thing to me is not only reading the book or something, because while you're studying, you are enjoying the word, you are like seeing the word, exploring the word at the same time. Like the best place that I like to study is on the 甲板, so the front of the boat, on top of the boat, like I'm not sure if I'll put it here, right? So like I like to sit on there and just reading my book, and you know the sea is usually pretty flat, and I just lay on my pillows that I secretly took from my bedroom on a 甲板, and I just lay there and reading my Greek mythology, and it's just so good. I just still remember that somehow. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so like around every 2 or 3 days we arrive in a new little island or new harbor, and I just go down there and meet new people and exploring new like sea water and new kind of sea creature. So it's just very good memory, and I still like wishes that I could go back to sailing through like Malaysia and Thailand, like somehow older or later. And here we come, international school and also public school in Australia. So going to school, public school in Australia really gave our family a big shock because we haven't gone to any of the international school or school in another country before. So when I first enrolled to the Anula Primary School in Darwin, it was just so like amazing. So for example, for math class, we don't just learn how to do math problems, but we are doing projects. For example, one of the projects that we have that still memorized, the teacher just offers this question, offers us this topic, like if you have $100 and you want to start a party in your house, what would you buy? And you will have to look at the store magazine, which store have the paper shows like how much discount the store have for each items, and you get the chance to look at the chart, and you cut this like item off and stick onto the notebook, and just want to show the teacher what you want to buy for the party and how you are going to spend those $100. So it was just so fun, and you got the chance to do everything by yourself, and you are really learning math, not only doing the problem itself but learning it to use to in your real life. So we learn things by different topic and to learn things by real life, not only do the formula itself. So it was just so big shock to my family, and I think at the start it was just working so well and really enjoying the learning process. One very interesting and very unique thing is that when you are studying in public in school in Australia, you don't have to sit in chairs every time. So when you are listening in your classroom, you could like sit on the mat and holding pillows and everything. Like you can sit in every position. You can hold your leg like this, and you could just like this. Nobody will told you like how, like what kind of sits, what kind of position that you should sit with, how you should like raise your hand to answer question. You don't have to do this like what I have been learning in public school in China. So there is a big difference. After that, I have finished my primary and went to my secondary school, which is my junior high in South Oakley Secondary College. Sorry, it's just a little dog. And then, so when I went to like my junior high, which is in South Oakley Secondary College, it's have much more different on there, which we have extra curriculum or extra class that you could choose. So other than the English, math, and science and humanity, those 4 basic subjects that you should choose, there are also like you can choose 4 other subjects that you want to learn. For example, we have multiple subjects. There were like 8 or 10 of it. So they were like art, humanity, designing, drama, music, and there also are like cooking classes and hairstyle and how to do nails. So they have multiple of those different like subject and different class that you can choose to learn while you're in your school time. One also pretty fun fact is that we don't have homework until we are year 5. So before year 5, we didn't have any work to take home to do it. So after you finish your school time, you can just go home and do something that you want, something that you like. You don't have to do any work from school. Starting from year 5, you will have homework for each week. Like each week you have to finish like 10 pages of reading, and you have to write like a little summary each week about your life and your learning. So that's it. And start from like junior high, start from year 7, we'll have more homeworks such as like our homework will like make a poster, and the deadline is a week, and which you could make about some movies that you like, and then some kind of like style that you like, and then something that's like those, just pretty easy, and I really enjoy doing the homework actually. So yeah, and then we come to the pros and cons of international school. One of the big problems is that you are not encouraged to learn things. You're not encouraged to get a good score, because you can either pass with 50 out of 100, and you can also pass with 98 out of 100, the score 98 out of 100. So you're not encouraged to work on your mathematic skills, or how much you learn about history, how much you learn about the subject that you learned. So I think this is a very big problem, because that yes, we could learn based on our interest, but we do need encouragement to learn stuff. Not only that, I think it's not a good thing that if you even though I give up, I could still pass into the next grade. It's not a good thing, because we have to work on stuff. Even though you don't get a good score on mathematics, you could get a good score on drama or cooking or other things. But we are not encouraged in either of those classes. Only those encouragement are only based on the teacher you are having. For example, most people really love PE. For example, most people really like our PE teachers. So they all work pretty well in PE. But one thing is, so we will run laps on PE class. So if you run we were asked to run 3 laps in every PE class on the Fridays, but we were all we got like the people who run and the people who just walk 3 laps or 2 laps get the same kind of complaints, got the same kind of like encouraged, like, oh my god, you did a good job, you ran 3 laps, you ran the full, oh my god, you did a good job, you ran the full of 3 laps. And then you also got like good words saying, oh my god, you're doing a good job, come on, you can do it, oh yeah, you walked the 2 laps, you're doing so good job, you can do it next time as well. So I don't think it's a good thing. We should be encouraging the student to do more, to test out their limit, to do things that, to encourage people to do things that they like, not encouraging on everything. Like, even though that you did wrong things, you still got encouragement. I don't really understand. I think encouragement is good, and I agree with encouragement learning, but I don't think that you should get encouragement for everything. So the pros of studying in Australia and studying in international school were small amount of class time, more curriculum and more class to choose, more free time to do the thing that you enjoy. And also we come to the cons in studying in Australia and in international school. Free, but too free. Not encouraged for students to work on their limits, but encouraging students to work what they could work. So my day when I was homeschooled in Bali was like this. So we have an international surf camp. There were always like 4 or 5 kids staying in the camp. So we were just surfing and learning together. So my day started at 7 or 7:30 in the morning. When we wake up, we take our breakfast and we head to the beach, Kuta Beach. The beach were 45 of drive from us, and then we arrived to the beach and we just head straight to surfing. And then we come back, we go to Papaya store to get very healthy lunch. And then after the lunch, we come back home. It was around 11:30 to 12 o'clock. And then I will have a small nap and have a shower and nap. It will take around 30 minutes to an hour. And then we have 3 hours of study each day. So we have at least 3 hours of study each day. During the 3 hours, so Khan Economy will be my math, English, and history teacher. So I study my math, English, and history on Khan Economy. And then for other science, I have bought some books that I will put over here. I really recommend you them because they really help me very much. And then I really like, especially the drawing on the books. It's pretty simple and easy to get people understand. So yeah, and then for each week we will have a social event. So what's it like? I could say an example. So for example, 1 week we have a back to kindergarten event, which me and the kids in the camp, we together contact principal of a kindergarten, and then so we are asking for a chance that we could go to the kindergarten and we could teach the kids that some traditional Chinese kind of games that they could play together,丢手绢 and something like this. So this was started off by a girl. This is a girl idea from a camp. So this is an idea from a girl in the camp. So she was thinking about, she really want to go back to the kindergarten because she think kindergarten, because kindergarten will you don't have to do anything, you don't have homeworks, you don't really have to do the studies, but you could just enjoy there are always people who are just who want to make you feel fun and just want to play. So she really want to go back to the kindergarten. So we got this special kind of event, and we just go back to the kindergarten and to enjoy a day of kindergarten. So yeah, this is kind of my homeschool experience in Bali Island. And there were also some pros and cons. A lot of people just couldn't get used to like online learning and learning just by yourself. It requires many of the self-discipline, focus, and sometimes you just have to like control yourself pretty much, because you are not only learning the thing that you enjoy, you also have to learn basic of everything, such as math, reading, a basic of science and humanity, and writing and everything. So you will have to like control yourself from like the electricity device and everything that you will like enjoy more than like, you know, maybe like math or something. So yeah, you will have to control yourself from all those. But there are easy ways to homeschool, such as there are online schooling that you could apply. So like they're just like school but moved online. So they told you what you should learn and how you should learn, what time you should learn, but online. It will be like much more fit for most of the kids. But I just want to let you know, even though it's much more easier, but you still have to test this. Is it fit for you for a week or months before you really start to homeschool? It's a long process. It's a hard decision. You have to make sure that you really enjoy the process of homeschooling and then start to homeschool. Also, the biggest problem of homeschool is making friends, because not everyone have the opportunity, the environment of people the same age which are homeschooling with. So you will have to make sure there are online communities that you could join like every week, that you could meet the people your age, because I don't think people could just like live online. You are people, human beings, us human beings, we are social animals. We will have to have social. We will have to have social with people our age, but not only our parents, our relatives. So we will have to talk, to communicate with others, and make sure you check it. Make sure you check that you have this kind of environment before you really start homeschooling, because it will be getting very important once you started homeschool. Here we come to summarize. So yes, I'm 18 years old this year. After 12 years of different kind of schooling, I really want to tell people that I'm proud and I really enjoy my multiple schooling experience. I think the best way to study is study by doing something, because it's not everybody will get the same answer, such as 1 + 1 equals 2. While you are really doing something, like such as if you're $100 and you want to do a party in real life, each of us will have a different answer. Even though we maybe messed up at the first time, or somebody will do it greatly but still missing some point. But each of us will get a different kind of answer to our heart and know what to do in the next time. So I think that is the best way to study. Many of my Chinese friends always say after they hear my story, they say, 读万卷书不如行万里路. Like, if let me translate, I would say that the meaning will be something like traveling is much more important than reading. But I don't really agree to this answer. We can travel and we can learn at the same time. We can work and we can study at the same time. It's not a straight answer. Everybody have a different answer in their heart. I make this video because I really want to share my experience, and I hope that my experience will help others to find the best way to study, to find the best way of educated their kids or themselves. And then thanks for watching. If you have other questions, please comment below and I will ask you a question by making videos later on in my channel. And please like and subscribe, and also share my channel as well to support my dream of applying to a US college. And thanks for watching, and bye.